This Louise Burger's right here, and we used to come through this motherfucker, these apartments right here, and over on these apartments, we used to hang every day. We used to post up and wait for shit to come by in these apartments right here up under the parking lot stars at the bottom. And, you know, the park tells it all. I mean, that was our everyday motherfucking hangout for everybody. If you went to prison, if you was from Lime Hood, you said Lueders Park Lime. If you was from the mob, Lueders Park mob. Lueders Park was before all of us. So everybody had to respect that. So if you open your mouth and say anything other than Lueders, it wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? And man, the hood was everything. It was everything. We moved here in 1973, from off 118th in San Pedro. My grandma had just passed, and my mom came into a little money, so her and Pops put their money together and bought a house. So this is where we wound up at. I was 8 years old. My first school was Foster, Stephen C. Foster. Well, they tried to kick me out for fighting the school teacher in the 3rd grade. Her name was Miss Wiry. She was my teacher. She said something to me, and I told her I ain't got to do a motherfucking thing, bitch. And she grabbed me to take me to the office. And when she grabbed me and slung me, I ran into a pole. And when I hit the pole, I just turned around and fired on her and busted her nose. And they took me to the office. I had to go see the counseling and all of that shit. And that was my second incident, chasing cats with knives, you know, because when we first moved over here, I guess that was a test, you know, fighting the kids at school. So I left school when they was talking shit, fucking with me, came home, got 2 butcher knives, and went back and waited on the playground. And when I seen them, I just started chasing them with butcher knives. My pops used to whoop my ass. He had an issue with wondering if I was not his son, you know what I'm saying? And he would come from the motorcycle club and wake me up 2, 3 in the morning and whoop my ass. Certain things I did at school, he would just whoop my ass for it. And you know, I didn't understand why he did it, but he used to whoop my ass, and it just got worse and worse every time he whooped my ass. So one time he whooped my ass, he whooping me with a stitching cord. It ain't the first time, but he just whacking. And I got scars on my face, my neck, all kind of shit, my back. So I grabbed the stitching cord. He grabbed a high heel shoe and started busting me in my head. So I got stitches from him, you know. He took me to the hospital. The doctor asked him what happened. I was about to say something, and he was standing to the side looking at me, and I didn't say shit. To be honest, I was scared. You know, is he gonna do this again if I say something? So I didn't say nothing. And he just looked at me. He brought me to the house. He told him that me and my brother was playing, and I hit my head on the edge of the dresser. So shit just started getting out of hand then. Now I'm carrying guns at a young age. And at that time, my little brother, he was curious and shit what me and Ouch and them was into. You know, so we come home one night, I see my little brother playing with the pistol. Him and a friend across the street. So I go across the street to try to, where my fucking guns at? So I snatched the gun out of my little brother's hand and pointed at, what if it had a bullet? And I squeezed the trigger and it went off, bah! So I shot him. Wasn't intentionally, but I shot him. So that freaked me out, and then what is this dude gonna do to me for just shooting my little brother? You know what I'm saying? So I had other guns, so by destroying this one that I just used, because it freaked me out that I just shot my baby brother, you know what I'm saying? I just threw the gun on the ground, fucked it up, and Pops was like, where this motherfucker at? I got a gun on me. Hey, if you touch me, I'ma shoot you. I ain't no little boy no more. I'm out here gang banging. You ain't finna whoop my ass like that no more. So it wasn't going down. So he finally tried to sell a house on Mom's and put us all in the street. The judge wouldn't let him do it, so the judge gave the house to Mom's. We paid him out. We stayed where we was at. I was rid of him in 2000. 2001, he passed. You know, he came from Texas. He had cancer. So he told us he had cancer and he wasn't gonna live too long. My first impression was, I wouldn't give a fuck if you did have it. And my sister, my older sister, told me we gotta forgive and forget, we gotta let it go. He come way out here to talk to us, so just talk to him. So I talked to him, played dominoes with him, had a drink with him, but the damage was already done. You know what I'm saying? He fucked me up as a child. So we went to the funeral in Texas. I stayed outside smoking my cigarettes. They said, why you ain't in there grieving over your dad? Where my dad at? Well, if he here, let me know. Oh, I was clowning, and right now today, I don't give a fuck if he gone or not. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do nothing for me. You know, I had an issue with my mother, you know, because she sat there and watched this dude like really try to tear me apart. You know what I'm saying? And didn't come to my rescue. So, you know, being in the hood and the homies coming over, them ain't your friends. Shut up, bitch. These are my homies. We just start talking and I just want to apologize for you not liking me. Mom, it ain't that I don't like you. It's a lot of things you did that made me feel like you didn't want me. I disrespected women because you treated me the way you did. You know, slapping me and telling me you hate me because this dude is fucking another bitch and outdoing him. You know what I'm saying? That fucked me up. So I didn't give a fuck about no woman because I didn't give a fuck about my moms. And I disrespected my mother for a long time till I went to prison. And once I got my head clear and talking to them older cats up in there, I came home with a different attitude. And I've been loving my mama ever since that. Ever since that, I felt I owed her. All the way up to her death, I took care of the last 2 years of her life. You know, I owed my mama that.
Thanks for watching StreetTV.net. If you're not subscribed, please hit that button below and click the bell to receive alerts and notifications. Feel free to comment below so you can give us your feedback, and be sure to watch the 2 related episodes to the right. If you want to support this platform or follow us on social media, visit the links in the description, and thanks for watching StreetTV.net.